I would like to thank DUNE HD for providing me the opportunity to review their newest media player. This is the Pro One 8K Plus. It's got 8K Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus network media player. It's got a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive bay right here, 8 gigabytes of memory, 64 gigabytes of flash memory, and 1 gigabit Ethernet. It's using the newest M-Logic system on a chip, the S928X. It is a 6-core 64-bit. It comes with a user manual. It comes with an 8K HDMI cable. It comes with a 12-volt 1-amp power supply. It comes with universal adapters for the power supply. It comes with a remote control that is both Bluetooth and infrared. Last but not least, it comes with the batteries for the remote. This is the device itself, and it is all metal, very heavy. Here's the front of the device. Here's one of the sides with a lot of ventilation holes. Here is the rear. To the ports with a better view. Here's the other side. These are the ports. That's the top. And here's the bottom with even more ventilation holes. And you have rubber feet to keep it off the ground. Okay, let's go take a look at the specifications, and then we will hook it up to the TV and see what it can do. These are the specifications for the Pro One 8K Plus. It's a 8K Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus network media player. Key features: it's a next-gen M-Logic S928X media processor with 8K support. This is the new line of DUNE HD 8K models, and it's a replacement for models based on the Realtek RTD1619DR. As usual, high-end features similar to the Realtek devices. Okay, improvements: full 8K, more powerful CPU and GPU, AV1 codec, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth 5.2 running Android 11. And here's the other unique features: 8 gigabytes of operating memory, 64 gigabytes of flash memory, and a 2.5-inch SATA hard drive rack. And here's an interesting one right here: the USB slave HDD port. And more specifications. So that's it right there. Now here's something I have to read. Not all Android apps and streaming services may work in non-ATV models. Non-ATV DUNE HD media players are excellent for high-end media playback from hard drive or NAS, but not for Android apps and like Netflix. Okay, we just powered it up. We connected it to our TV. So we're going to see what it does. Like I say, it's loading right now. Okay, paired the remote. I didn't have to push any buttons or anything. Connected. Paired. English. Automatic setup. Now I'm not pausing or anything. I'm just letting it do its thing. Okay, there's a new firmware available, so I'll go ahead and pause it right now and go ahead and install it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going ahead and install that firmware. Okay, launch upgrade. Okay, this is where we change the time zone. So it was showing London. We'll go back to my state. This is the screen that popped up. I did not do anything. I did not change any settings. This is the initial screen that it popped into. So I'll go ahead and start setting things up. Okay, now the traditionalists are going to start freaking out Like I say, I did not put this on there. That's what came up automatically. So we're going to go ahead and take a look as if it's got the traditional ones for the people that are purely traditional. Matter of fact, I'll change that while I'm here. Okay, appearance, that's the one. Additional, no. Okay, I'm new to this. Okay, now here's the appearance. Okay, we're going to click on old. Let's see what that, okay, there's the old one. That's what the traditionalists wanted to see. So that's what they want to see right there. But I'm going to go ahead and go back to the one that they set up originally. So that's what I'm going to do is go back to the original one. Okay, the first thing we need to do is set up our sources. That's where our media is located. So we go to sources, network browser, network places. Now I've got media scattered all over my network on hard drives. This one is where my 4K videos are stored right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that as a network drive. Network folder. Okay, I'm going to leave it named the same as that. Okay, so we're done right there with that step. Now the next step is to set up my media under my collection. Add folder. Now right there's my UHD. Add to collection. And I'll leave it named that. And I'm going to start indexing. Now this is where all the magic begins. It's going out on the internet and gathering all the metadata about those media. Okay, as you can see, I've got 83 UHD 4K movies. So let's go to the next step. Okay, now it added them under my collection. I'll clean all this. I'll clean all this up in a minute. But under my collection, now again, these are 4K. There's 4K, and here's my Dolby Vision. So these movies here are Dolby Vision. HDR10, I've only got two that said HDR10. Now these use Dolby Atmos, DTSX. So this is different categories that it does. Now this is all magic that they did. I did not do anything. Okay, so I want to show you this. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up all this garbage off of there because it's not a streamer. So I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, this is how I get rid of this stuff. Right here. So I have to uncheck all of those. Okay, I got rid of all the garbage. Not watched there. So that's it there. So we're going to go ahead and add some more media and then we'll come back. Okay, we just got done indexing our Blu-ray movies. Okay, now let's check some settings. Okay, that's the general, English, video, all frame rates, this menu is a little bit different than what I'm familiar with. We're going to try it there, but a lot of people say recommend go with player, but we're going to leave it right there. Okay, here's the additional settings. And HDMI CEC. Let's check the audio settings. PCM, I'm going to change that to bitstream. I'll explain later what that means. Output native sample, I'll take yes. Or not using that output. The network is where your IP address is. My collection is where you scrape all your videos. My collection, that's where you add folders. Okay, that's my collection. Okay, applications, Android applications, and there's your SMB server. If you have external hard drives connected or use that internal hard drive, you want to turn on your server, have a server so you can access those files anywhere on your network. Okay, here's the Android application, and the only thing it's asking you is about the Smart Tube Next. Okay, support. That's where you change it to the new, to the old. Additional. Autoplay video. Okay, that's that. Playback settings. Language. Subtitles. External only, external. This is your control settings. Here's your control TV. Here's your preferences. Photo viewer. And Blu-ray. File browser. Encodings, location, parental control, display, display brightness, LED brightness, elapsed time, remaining time, or clock. Power management, firmware upgrade, plugins, premium functions, and DUNE information.
Okay, let's take a look at the interface. By year, name, 4K. So you've got all these options, the audio, the video codec, then the kindly or comedy. All right, now we can change the settings. Configure the list. So we can disable any of these that we do not want to see. Anyway, those are the options that you've got right there. Okay, let's take a look at some of the movies that has the Dolby Atmos audio track. So let's take a look at those now. On the right-hand side, it tells you it's a 4K, 23 frames per second, HDR10, and Dolby Atmos. Now those are Dolby Vision. But again, those are all Dolby Atmos. Okay, let's take a look at Back to the Future. Description, trailers, the cast, crew, similar. All right, let's take a look at the cast. Michael J. Fox. Biography. Movies. Now these are the movies I have. I have more than that, but I have not incorporated them into this box yet. But anyway, those are the ones that I have on this device. Okay, that's what it's playing at 2160, 24 frames per second. Dolby Audio, which is Dolby Atmos, and it is in Dolby Vision. So that's what I show right there, and I'm showing Dolby Atmos on my AV receiver. Okay, right now we're going to test this one. It's MKV 4K. It's a Dolby Vision with a DTS HD, so we're going to test that. Okay, it's showing 2160 with 24 frames per second, and it is a DTS audio, Dolby Vision. My AVR shows DTS-HD MA, so that's working. People are curious how this device plays the ISO files, so we'll take a look right now. And again, this is HDR10 plus 4K ISO. Play menu. We'll see how fast it is. This is real time. Resume movie. Next. Chapters. Setup. English, DTS. Subtitles. Bonus. Those are the bonus features. Okay, let's go back to play. Let's see what happens when we play it. So I'm going to click play. Again, this is real time. I'm not fast forwarding or anything. This is what you're presented with. Now my videos are backed up. I also got digital copies on Voodoo. So all my movies here, I have the hard disk, plus I have them digital copy on Voodoo. Blu-ray. (2160), 24 frames per second. I'm playing in DTS-HDMA. You got to trust me on that. And it is HDR. No, it should be HDR10. So we'll have to find out about that. But it should be playing in HDR10. Okay, I'm going to fast forward it. And it should pop up at the right hand corner that it is HDR10. There it is, right there. So it is playing in HDR10 plus. I just tested Back to the Future with that setting. So let's try it with this one. We're going to try that one. So I'll play Back to the Future again. Dolby Vision. Can't play it very long. So I'm not sure why or what difference those two make. Some people talk about the different versions of Dolby Vision, but I'm not astute on that. I cannot see any difference in it. They look identical. If you're discriminating and like the very best in media playback, then this is the device for you. It is fantastic, it's smooth, it's slick, and it does everything. So this is the one you want to get if you have discriminating taste. And this, again, this is not an internet streamer. It is not a Netflix streamer. This is for your own media playback. Thank you for watching. Now for my next video, I will test these Android applications. Again, this is Android 11. So we will be testing those. So that will be my next test or next video. I need to add one more thing. This system information. Device preferences, about, Android 11. All right, when was the date on that? Friday, February 9th, 2024. Kernel version, 54.210. So that's a very recent. Today's the 12th, so that version is from 3 days ago. So they're on top of the firmware. Date and time. Language. Lots and lots of languages. Display and sound. Adaptive HDR. And that's what I've been testing between those two. And I cannot see any difference playing Back to the Future in 4K Dolby Vision. So, but I'm not an expert on that. So probably somebody can explain to me what I'm missing on that. Advanced sound settings. I'm not using the SPDIF. That's the only options you got right there. Automatic use device reported formats. There's no selection or nothing that I can see. Storage. Screensaver. I have not set that up. Developer options. Okay, anyway, that's the settings right there. In the next video, I will be showing the Android apps. Now, be forewarned, when I go and enable the Google Play services, that's going to add all my Android apps into this box. Now, in order to go back just to a media player, I have to do a factory reset and start over again. So that's what they're telling you right there.